A junior dev walks into an interview. For 2 years, AI agents handled everything while he sat in the back seat. His GitHub? A solid wall of green. His commit history? A work of art. His resume lists a dozen shipped projects and every single one is real. The interviewer slides a laptop across the table and asks him to write a for loop by hand. The junior dev bursts into tears. Funny, until you realize this is actually happening. You hand off the slow, painful part to an AI and it takes the part that made you good right along with it. It's selling your soul to the devil one prompt at a time, and you don't notice the deal's closed until the tools get taken away. Your first instinct might be that this is just another panic. Every new tool gets one, and most of them are nonsense. Robots are making us dumb takes that fall apart the second you poke them. This one holds up because the data is real. Anthropic ran the cleanest test we have. Take 50-odd engineers, give them an unfamiliar library to learn, split them in two. One group gets an AI assistant, the other gets the docs and their own brain. Both built the same thing. Then sit a quiz on what they just did. The AI group finished 2 minutes faster and scored 17% lower. Worst of all, on the debugging questions, the one skill you'd most want to keep. 2 minutes bought, almost 2 letter grades gone. A bigger experiment, 1,000-odd students found the same shape but sharper. The ones on a raw chatbot crushed it while they practiced, then scored 17% worse the moment the AI was taken away and they had to stand on their own. They looked like they were learning, they were getting a guided tour. The doomers skipped the next bit, so I won't. Nobody has tracked a working developer for 5 years and watched their skills rot. That study doesn't exist yet. The famous AI melts your brain paper everyone cites was about writing essays, not code. The ground here is real, but it's young and pretending it's settled is how you lose the people who can smell it. Why does handing off the work cost you so much? It comes down to how skill gets built in the first place. Your brain builds expertise out of struggle, getting stuck, holding a messy problem in your head, trying the wrong thing and clawing to the right one. That friction is what wires the pattern into long-term memory. Psychologists call it desirable difficulty. The struggle is the mechanism. Skip it and there's nothing to build on. An AI assistant is brilliant at deleting that struggle. You hit the hard part, the bit where your brain was about to do its reps, and the answer just appears, frictionless. You walk off with the code and none of the understanding, because the part of you that builds understanding never switched on. Someone on Hacker News had the sharpest version of it. We used to call these tools a bicycle for the mind. They are closer to an e-bike, more assist and a lot less exercise. Ride it every day and one morning the hill is right there and your legs are gone. And before you reach for the obvious fix, typing it out yourself doesn't save you. Anthropic checked. The people who hand-typed the AI's code instead of pasting it remembered no more than the pasters. They just lost the time. Copying isn't thinking. The reps that matter happen in your head, not your fingers. This is where it turns dangerous in a way the calculator never was. When your skill erodes, you don't feel it go. What grows in its place is confidence. There's a study where developers using AI wrote less secure code and rated their own code as more secure, wrong, and surer about it. That combo, less skill with more confidence, is poison, because confidence is the alarm that's meant to tell you to slow down and look closer. AI cuts the wire on the alarm. It shows up first in debugging. The move is familiar. An error pops up, you paste it into the chat, paste the next error into the chat and loop, never once reading the stack trace yourself. One senior watched a junior do 4 rounds of that before stepping in. The kid had never read a stack trace in his life, didn't know it was a thing you could do. Now scale that from one developer to the whole field and you've got a nasty trend on your hands. Senior engineers don't arrive senior, you get there by spending years stuck, reading other people's code, breaking things at 2 AM and working out why. That boring struggle is the factory that builds a senior. And AI is fantastic at letting a junior skip the entire factory. What you get instead is juniors who ship like a mid-level dev and understand like a beginner. One engineer described a new hire who was a 5x developer in year 1 and should have been 20x by year 3. Except he stopped learning the day the tool started doing it for him. The AI didn't make the junior productive, it made him dangerous, shipping confident code nobody could vouch for, himself included. Aviation has already run this experiment. In the 90s, as autopilots got good, instructors started calling a new kind of pilot the children of the magenta line, glued to the glowing route the computer was flying for them. Switched the automation off and their hands didn't know what to do. Skills they were certified to have had drained away from disuse. Planes went down because of it. Now run that forward for code. If juniors never build the deep skill, who becomes the senior who catches the AI when it's confidently wrong? The whole setup assumes a human in the loop who understands what they're looking at. We're training a generation that can ride the autopilot and can't fly the plane. And those junior jobs, the one where you used to learn to fly, they're the first thing the autopilot is eating. Not all is gloom and doom though. Every layer of abstraction in computing got this exact eulogy. When compilers showed up, the old guard swore programmers would go soft because they'd never handwrite assembly or manage their own memory. They were right that the skill faded. They were wrong that it mattered. We climbed a level and built bigger things. Calculators were going to wreck kids at math. And when researchers measured it across dozens of studies, used well, they didn't. The skill just moved up the stack. By that logic, mourning a forgotten for loop is nostalgia. The value is in knowing what to build and whether it's right. The machine can handle the syntax, and a lot of the time that's the correct call. On the other hand, every one of those older tools was deterministic. A compiler gives the same right answer every time, so you can trust the layer below without looking. An AI assistant won't. It hands you something usually good and occasionally confidently wrong. So, trust the layer below and move up has never been more dangerous advice because this layer lies, and catching the lie takes the exact skill it's busy eroding. Is the deal with the devil final? No. AI can in fact help you get back to lost understanding. Go back to that Anthropic study because the good news is buried in it. The people who used the AI to generate code and then grilled it, why does this work, what breaks it, what else could I do, scored 86%, higher than the people who never touched AI at all. The only thing separating them from the low scorers was how they used the same tool. The 1,000-student experiment found the same escape hatch. A chatbot rigged to give hints instead of answers wiped out the damage entirely. And the line between the tool sharpening you and the tool hollowing you out comes down to one thing, where the thinking happens. Keep the struggle in your head and let the AI do the typing. You still grow. Push the struggle onto the AI while you sit there typing out its answers and you're the one being automated. The people who come through this with their skills intact keep one rule. You'll hear versions of it everywhere. Only hand the AI the work you could do yourself and explain to a colleague without looking. If you can't explain it, you didn't delegate it, you just hid that you couldn't do it. Some of the fixes have real evidence behind them. Try the hard thing before you ask. Use the AI to quiz you, not to answer you. Go a stretch without it on purpose, the way pilots are forced to hand fly so the skill doesn't drain. Others are gym bro vibes with nothing behind them yet. The no AI Fridays, read every line pledges, they might help but they're unproven. So remember this, the skill goes dormant, not dead. It's like a language you stop speaking, it's still there and waiting. Which means you don't have to out-discipline the entire industry. You just have to keep doing the reps the machine keeps offering to do for you. Stay the one drawing the map, not the passenger with the windows painted over. Keep your hand on the part that made you good, and the devil doesn't get to collect.